Alright, well, what's up guys? Got Dave here, and my last video I put out that clip where those two cars crashed, and I was actually splitting lanes right then, and see, I'm always prepared for the worst, man. I was splitting lanes right then, and I was coming up on those two cars, and if I hadn't have been looking at what I look at when I split lanes, I would have gone right up between them, and I would have rode right into it, just like that car in the carpool lane just drove right into it. And so I wanted to share some of the things that I look for or look at when I'm splitting lanes. And it all goes back to 7 years ago. I saw a video on YouTube, and it was a guy who was splitting lanes, and he was actually doing it pretty crazy high speed type of thing, but the whole time he was just talking about stuff, and he was pretty mellow about what he was talking about, you know, like his tone of voice and his whatever. I couldn't tell exactly what he was saying because he was speaking a different language. And so I left a comment in the comment section, and I said, you know, I wish that I could understand what this guy is saying, because it sounds like he's got like a lot of good advice, you know, like whatever he's saying right now, I wish I knew, because it looks like he's got that lane splitting thing down, you know. And someone actually replied to my comment that you should be looking through the windows of the car at what the guy is doing inside, and you should be looking at the side mirrors as you're coming up on the car, you know, to see like what the guy is doing inside, or if he's looking in the mirror at you or whatever like that. And I'll actually I'll show you what the exact comment is, because I really don't remember. I'll look it back up, and I'll show you some of the video, and I'll show you the comment.
Outra coisa, Mike, por que você não entrou em pânico, não travou a roda? É o seguinte, você olha o carro e desvia do trajeto, não fica olhando pro carro. Só que você olha na direção da roda dele pra ver se ele tá voltando. Ele ameaçou de voltar, então o que? O cara me viu. Se ele ameaçasse deitar de uma vez, eu ia jogar pra esse lado, entendeu? Então o esquema é você sempre ficar olhando.
And my comment right here from 7 years ago, it says, I wish I could understand what he's saying. I could use some advice on lane splitting. And the reply they gave me is, he is talking about some tips, like stay calm when you do it, look not at the entire cars, but only in the front wheels to see if they will change lanes, and always look at the side mirror of the cars to see if they notice you. So that's some really good advice. Yeah, Christian Busy, thank you very much. There you go. Now you got 2 freaking thumbs up on your reply. That's what he was talking about in the video, is he was like, look through the back window of the car, you know, kind of see what the driver's doing inside, see if he's like looking at his phone, or if he's actually like looking at you. And also you could see if, like in the side mirror, if he's looking at you. And sometimes also you can even see like if their hand is hitting the turn signal lever, you know, like if they're getting ready to change lanes, that'll kind of clue you in. But I've kind of like I don't do that too much, just because I was about to say I've kind of abandoned that thing, but I still look through windows when I can, like this car in front of me, for example. But a lot of cars, the back window is just black, you know, especially here in California. Everybody's got their stuff in limo tint, so you can't really see through the car. But one of the things that I like doing is I will just watch like the overall demeanor of what that car is doing. You know, is it just kicking it, or is it moving around in the lane, or is it on my side of the lane? Is it rubbing that line, you know, or like where is it in the lane, and how is he driving? You know, I'll definitely look at that. And while I'm on that subject, another thing is that if you see a car that is like a total pile of crap, and obviously like one of the wheels is like totally shaking or something like that, stay away from that car, because that's literally an accident waiting to happen. You know, that's like a safety hazard. And so I always watch for that. Like if you see a car that is like very poorly maintained, or, you know, like looking pretty shabby, and you notice one of the wheels is like doing that or something, it's like stay away from that thing, you know, because you never know. Like what if that tire blows out and then all of a sudden he swerves into you? You know, it's like stay away from that. So kind of off the subject of splitting lanes, but I always watch for that too. But that's one of the things I'll watch for, is just overall like how is the guy driving. And then another thing, when traffic is going really, really slow, or if it's stopped, I will look at the front tire of every car that I'm coming up on. And, you know, like say like one of the lanes is totally stopped and the lane I'm in is kind of moving, and I'm coming up on a car and I see that front tire is turned, it's like, watch out, because he's getting ready to be like, burnt, like into your lane, you know what I mean? And sometimes the direction of the front tire will clue you into where that car is going. So it's a very important thing to look at, you know, especially on the street. I do that more on the street than I do on the freeway, but when traffic is absolutely stopped on the freeway and I'm carefully splitting lanes, I'm watching every one of those front tires just to make sure they're straight, just to make sure that car does not have the ability to go burp like in front of me or into me, you know what I mean? So that is the stuff that I watch out for. And also another thing about that video is just getting a reply from someone. It made me think to myself, I am always going to reply to my comments, you know, and I try to. You know, anytime someone asks me a question or, you know, about a video, hey, you know, like what were you doing here or there, you know, like I always try to answer that, and I try to clarify whatever safety tip I'm trying to get across in that video, you know, and I'm always trying to, I'm putting out videos to try to help people, so I might as well reply to people's comments and help them individually as well. So I try to do that for you guys, and I hope that helps, especially you new riders out there. One last thing I wanted to include in this video, one last tip, and this is a very important one in my opinion, is when you are splitting lanes, don't just think of it as like a line of cars on your one side and a line of cars on your other side. You know, don't sum all of the cars together. Like, be looking at every car individually, one by one, as you pass them. Look at the lane position, look at how that car's acting as you're coming up, and you get a very good idea of whether or not that guy is happy about you passing him. And a lot of times they'll, like in California, they'll move over, you know, and they'll be like, peace, bro, you know, like even like wave to you, you know, and like totally like let you pass, and it's totally cool. But then there's other people that kind of get close to the line and almost gives me the feeling like they're mad, you know, like I'm on a bike and I'm gonna pass them, and they're in a car and they're not able to do that, so they're like, screw this guy, you know, and they try to block you or something. But I haven't really had any negative experiences like that, you know, like I could see in other states where it's illegal and the drivers know it's illegal, you know, they're gonna do that stuff to you. But I don't know, like here in California everybody's been pretty cool to me. So anyway, that is the video that I was thinking about making, related to the video that I last put out. I was just thinking about it, figured I would give you guys some safety tips, even though this is only really going to help people in California where lane splitting is legal. Yeah, anywhere else, people aren't really allowed to do that. So anyway, hope this helps, and leave me a comment if you care to, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.